So, almost every year I've done a video on rifle season starting here in PA. Usually I would take, say, the 30-30, go hunt whitetail. I've done that in Classic a couple of times, because that's what I'd be doing in real life, but I wanted to do something different this year. So what I thought I would do is only use weapons that I've actually taken a deer with in real life. So my inventory at the moment is the 30-30, 243, the Hawk Edge, and then I do have the 22 pistol because I've actually shot things with a 22 pistol. I guess I've shot things with a 22 rifle as well, but it's not semi-automatic, so I thought the pistol made more sense. So yeah, I thought rather than only hunting whitetail, it'd be more fun to open up the species but restrict the weapons this year. And we'll see how it goes. We're going to do multiplayer because why not? Maybe we'll find something cool while we're doing it. You know, I was just thinking as I was running down here, I haven't seen whitetail feeding here like in the early morning in forever, but apparently they do still do it. But I think we are more interested in the Blacktail. Now, to be honest, I don't know that I actually trust the 30-30 at this range, but I want to see what it does anyway. So, looks like we got lungs, but I don't think we're getting full quick kill. That's almost for sure. And that was even, I mean, pretty much ideal. Lung, liver, and still 73%, so definitely not something we should trust very long range, but I kind of wanted to gauge what we need to look for if we do find something big. And I know, like, 243 hard shots on Blacktail are pretty doable, but would have been nice to have, like, an easy lung shot if the 30-30 would do it. Okay, so now things get interesting. That's a pretty nice elk. Might be over 900. Actually, I'm pretty sure he is. I don't really know what I want to do. So, I'm also restricting the arrows I use. I'm only using 420 grains because what I use in real life are 390s, and that's the closest. Because of the way this lake is, and I've tried to call elk around here before, it usually doesn't work very well. So that probably is leaving like a 243 brain shot if we can get scooted into position, but that's why I wanted to come up here and hunt elk while they're drinking, because that's going to be the ideal time to go for brain shots. And even if I were to call them in, the 420 grain arrows are less than ideal. We still probably need a hard shot. So I'm just going to slowly work my way over here. Ideally, he turns like how this one is, and I can just get a shot on my way. But otherwise, hopefully he'll cooperate and give us something, because I actually think that's a pretty good one. Like, that, I believe, is a 900 or close to it, and he's way bigger, so I want to try to make the shot anyway. I don't think I've ever crawled so far for something that has no chance of being a diamond, but just because of the way the terrain works, I don't think I'm getting much further without alerting him. So when he goes for a drink, we're going to go for this, and I don't think it's going to kill him immediately. He's probably going to run regardless. But hopefully, I see a lot of blood. Alright, cool. So at least all that was worth it. Pretty much crawled from, I don't know, somewhere over there, because my luck, I would have alerted him and then he'd face back the other way. You know what, I would have, he's going to pick up his track and see, but I'm going to say he's somewhere in the 920s. He looks to be, yeah, 926. And I'm trying to think, you know, in my Leighton room, I have a small piebald elk, which I do like, but I might replace it. We'll see. That's actually one of the less ugly-looking Truac elk, to be honest, and even that wasn't great, but it would be nice to actually add something to the lodge from this as well. I thought that might have been a buck for a second. So I just switched servers, because elk and Blacktail drink time was over, and I didn't really want to hunt moose, especially with the weapons we have. I think hard shots would be pretty easy, to be honest, but I don't know. So there's not much I actually want an albino doe for, but assuming maybe at some point in the future there's a multi-mount with does, we're at least going to try to go get it. I think, yeah, I don't really know where she's going, because it's drink time in this server as well. Unless maybe they just changed the time and it drinks like at that invisible lake up here. Oh, alright. Maybe the time just got changed then. You know what? Because it's a doe, and the wind's good, and I don't have a lot of intentions of using the bow, this will actually be a good opportunity to do it. So we'll probably try to get set up Yeah, somewhere over in there and call her in. I don't know if that's her, but I might have called a little bit early. I thought I'd be good to call and then try to crawl into position, but something's right here. I don't know that I saw any other does in the area, and I mean, they kind of just trot straight into a call, so I kind of assume that's the one. Probably we're okay to just kind of maneuver around. Of course, I didn't realize how terrible a spot this was with the hill. Guess we'll just keep on scooting up here. Okay, she came back down. Hello. Yeah, that's the one. I didn't even know I had tracers equipped. Alright. Interesting. So, nice little albino doe. So, like, the one thing that I kind of am not a huge fan of with the multi-mounts is, like, say for the Huddle Whitetail or Huddle Fallow, it has to be all males. I'd really love for them to be male or female because I think it would be really cool to do, let's say there was a Huddle Blacktail just for what we just shot. If we had, say, a diamond buck, an albino doe, and, I don't know, a piebald buck or something like that. I think it'd be cool. So just on the off chance, like, eventually that does happen, we'll have that ready to go. Ooh, you know, that'll probably make 900. I actually don't know what I'm gonna do. Like, I have to shoot them with a 30-30. I don't think it'd be right to not do so on this particular hunt. But I'm quite confident after what we saw in the Blacktail. There's no way a single lung shot is gonna cut it. We can put 2 shots into it. Maybe that's the way to go. But I think because there's so many of them, probably I'm not going to call. I'm going to try to scoot into about 100 meters and then, I guess, try to do that. I don't think we're getting a whole lot closer, so I think we'll give this a shot. Yeah, he's alert there. Yeah, it looks like that'll work. I actually think it was going to work better than, like, I think the one shot was going to work better than it did on the Blacktail. Maybe it's the range. Maybe I actually was able to get double lung. But I like seeing this. It doesn't happen very often. But it's like it used to be. Like, now you don't have a lot of big herds of whitetail, like 14 in a herd. Kind of nice to see that every now and then, though. So yeah, that was actually double lung and then lung, stomach, liver. That definitely will work. And 926, was that not the score of the elk earlier? I believe it was. So we're not going to taxidermize that. I do have a bunch of whitetail that are, like, just a little bigger than that. They have the slightly better rack shape. That's a good one to get, and I might hang out. I know, like, that's another gold. Again, you know, I did say we're opening up the species, but I am, of course, still doing the video because of rifle season, and that is the species and weapon that I'll be using, so, well, going for and using, so I think we ought to do that. Okay. I don't really know how I've lost an entire herd of whitetail. No idea where they went. But apparently this is gonna happen. Hi. Jeez. That's not how I meant that to happen. But alright. Yeah. Okay. I don't know where the whitetail went or why they didn't come back. But we got a moose, so I guess that's a plus. I mean, I was fairly confident it was going to stop and not trample me. 2.6 meters. Almost got the heart as well. Dang it. Oh well. I mean, it's a cow, so not a big deal. So I want to go probably check one more whitetail spot. As few animals as we killed in this video compared to normal. This has taken over an hour, and I think it's just like the limited weapons. I can't just sort of run and gun like I'm used to. But I say this all the time. You know, playing the game a little bit differently. I always enjoy it. Just something to change it up a little bit, I guess. You know, I think I'm just going to go back to my own server for a little bit. Because, like, there's not a lot of servers that I've been in that it's whitetail drink time, but things seem to be a little messed up. Like, I was tracking that whitetail, I spooked him out of his zone, it didn't seem like he was coming back. Had the same thing with the whitetail at a different zone, so we'll just see what we can find real quick on my own. Yeah, it's nice to see Whitetail actually coming back. Because I did spook him when I got here. Now, I don't really trust the 30-30 for a next shot, but... Hey! That actually worked. What even is... I mean, that wasn't even that far, but what's the 30-30's accuracy stat? I guess 78 is actually a lot better than I thought. I just feel like it's not as accurate as the bolt-action rifles for some reason. I guess half of that. I use the Argoscope all the time. Use of that extra zoom. Somehow that's an 848 gold. Interesting to say the least. But my idea like a half hour ago, before all my Whitetail and multiplayer decided not to come back, was to get some Whitetail, and then I wanted to go fast travel and shoot a couple of ducks because I brought that 22 pistol. But we'll go and see what's hanging out of this zone, because I don't remember checking this zone out during the stream. There's at least a good buck there. Looks like that's the best one. There's a bunch of deer that came in, but nothing really all that special. So we know, like, at least 100 meters, or around there, we're pretty fine with the 30-30. Like, we had the penetration for double lung. So I want to try, maybe, like, let's go under 130. And I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to try to get 2 shots in it. I should probably 0 for 150, but when he lifts his head, give it a shot. It's going to be a little closer, but I think we're getting quick kill again. That's not bad. And, you know, the 30-30 has a bit of a reputation for not being a very good gun in the game. Almost anybody would say that, but every time I use it, I always end up being impressed. Yeah, I mean, double lung at 130? And then through the shoulder blade and into a single lung again? That's really quite solid. But that doesn't make any sense, though. Just, how many more points, and I think he's got a bigger frame than the last one. He's 851. What was the last one? Like 848? I don't know. Duracs are weird. But I want to hop down here. We're going to see if there's anything rare diamond for ducks. Try to pop a couple of them and then probably wrap it up. Well, there's a leucistic. I think I'm going to try to get that before he swims any further out there because he's actually right in range. Alright. Pretty dang good start to that. Can look around a little bit more then. I'm not seeing anything else, so I think what we'll do is just try to get one of those two since they're a little bit closer. Maybe. There we go. A little less time to wait for it to float over. But I actually got a leucistic. I think it was right at 800, maybe 801. And this one is a little better. 820. So likely what I'll do then is, if you saw, it was a video like 3 days ago, we had that 948 level 3 mallard. I think we'll replace him in that multi-mount with that leucistic. And we'll just get our 2, which actually was a gold. Good guess on which one to shoot, I guess. So, let's go to the trophy lodge, because we at least have the elk. I don't think I'm going to put that albino blacktail anywhere. And then I want to switch that multi-mount up for the ducks and the coyote. So yeah, I think I'm going to take that down. Just because he's kind of little. I'll go ahead and throw that 926 up. I mean, he's got a nice frame. I like the look of it. And then I got to take this down and actually dismantle it. Actually, if you don't know how to do that, once you've taken it down, I'm not sure if you have to, but I would recommend taking it down. And then you go into your trophy manager, and we're looking for emergency takeoff, and then you can dismantle over here. So if you were curious how to do it, that is the way to get everything taken back apart. And now we actually have just 3 rare ducks. Let's see, can we have one? Actually, I like that because the leucistic's out front like that. I think that's going to be what we go with. That's pretty cool. But yeah, we actually got to add to our lodge a little bit. I mean, maybe not permanently, but at least for now things look a little better. So anyway, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.